would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late-night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Lobos will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Falcons offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. It would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cole. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Under fire. The throw. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's McKinney. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Touchdown, Lobos! First points of the day are on the board. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now they'll run it on the toss. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option, he'll do it himself. The pitch. Quick spin on the run. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Finding open areas. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. The give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Now on the option. Quick toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There he got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hold, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Lobos want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Curry. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Toss to the outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here comes the option.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Falcons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Touchdown, Air Force. Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the run, it's McKinney. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw, it's Curry. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the toss. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation who will enjoy this win. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his big tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Curry. With the catch, it's Blair. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's McKinney. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guy. University Stadium.
And the Falcons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw route.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Curry. The short hands, it's Cole. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Got room on the return. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Dropping back, it's Curry. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Lobos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Scrambling away. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Falcons had this offense rolling. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Power football with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. He splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wide out. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cole. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Looking downfield, it's Curry. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and win games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
The Lobos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Miller. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Curry. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense.
Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's McGowan. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Running to the left. shakes off the defender.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Air Force! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. New Mexico will go back to work on offense. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances. Down in particular, they've got to be better moving forward.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Dropping back, it's Curry. Makes the grab. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Looking for a man. It's Curry. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down. Looking for more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation